Welcome to the channel. You're with Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me and for coming by. I just want to talk to you about the arch enemy. I'm telling you, it's the arch enemy of even the most devoted narcissist, and it's called covert emotional incest. Now, let me start by saying covert emotional incest is absolutely exclusive and unjoinable. Covert emotional incest will include nobody outside the DNA connection. There is no entry, there is no VIP, there is no penetration, there is no way of torpedoing your way in. It's padlocked. It's got a combination lock that you will never open. You are not welcome. You have no place there. It is absolutely private. And I said it before, it is impenetrable. You will not break or enter into or go anywhere near the covert emotional incestual bond. Even the most covert, conscious narcissist, Hannibal Lecter, for instance, whatever sort of a freak he was, these people, none of them can penetrate covert emotional incest. Now, what do I mean by this? Okay, firstly, the impact from covert emotional incest will not be sexual, because the reason why these predators come outside the covert emotional incestual relationship, and the key word is emotional, is because they will not cross the line into physical incest. So they have to come outside the tribe, the family, the relationship, to find intimacy. Now, the intimacy will have all the experience of a normal sexual experience, whatever that entails. Okay? Whatever the limits are, whatever the carelessness is or the promiscuous is, it'll have all the attributes of any other sexual experience. But one thing it won't have is the emotional connection after that experience. It just won't. And this is where it torpedoes the narcissist. Because the narcissist is being leached, physically and psychologically leached. He's engaging with somebody that he is absolutely having no impact upon. He is being leached. He is being programmed. He is being preyed upon with every attempt to psychologically and physically condition the person, be them narcissist or not, to submit and be conditioned to, or as Sam Vaknin, the professor of psychology, and as far as I'm concerned, the most informed expert on narcissism in the world, says these people, these covert emotional incest people, know and will attempt to entrain their victims, and that includes narcissists. They will woo you with their sexuality. They all have tried that on me. I don't know what I am. I might be a psycho. I don't know, because they never got me. I challenged it all the way to the end. I could see it. They will incrementally, magnificently try and condition you to work in the relationship in a way in which you are secondary to the covert emotional incestual relationship. You will wait like a horse in a stable to be ridden by the jockey or the trainer when they are ready. They will love bomb you. They will initiate you. They will instantly try to condition you, and there will be something happen so that they can set up boundaries around you, and it's usually illegitimate. They're trying to find some kind of fault or defect that they can use against you to make you subconsciously submit to them, by way of which you have faulted them, and you need to fix this for your integrity. It is absolutely amazing how it's done. You will be programmed, incrementally, covertly programmed to suit the physical lust of this person, but not the emotional needs of this person, because they're met in the covert emotional incestual relationship. They're reserved for the covert emotional incestual relationship. They will not be touched because of the covert emotional incest, and the allegiance between the parent and the parentified adult child, the enmeshed adult child, the beguiled adult child, the abused adult child, the emotionally molested adult child, is all that matters at the end of the day. Their securities in the covert emotional incest, their identities in the covert emotional incest, their sense of belonging is in the covert emotional incest, and you are just an instrument to meet a need, just a human need that we all have for intimacy. If they cross that line and it goes incestual, physical incestual, then that takes it into a whole different realm, and no outsiders are required. And that's not rare, but I haven't come across it that I'm aware of. Come close, I've seen some crazy, really crazy stuff, but not quite to that extent. The problem with it is not all members of the family are agreeable to what's going on. In fact, there's a lot of envy, jealousy, backbiting, and schisms in families where covert emotional incest exists, because there's a DNA right to challenge what's going on. And those challenges are legit within that tribe, and they will cause an impact. Covert emotional incest can work like this. You're the third person. You're either a young person in with, say, a young girl in with the golden child. You're not aware of any of this. I was the partner of the mother. You're having a dinner. It's going to be chops, potatoes, and peas. It's all lined up. You turn up. And there's the chops, potatoes and peas, and there's a plate with sausages and hash browns. That's how the golden child keeps the mother programmed. Another way in which this can happen is we're going to go to the pictures at 11 o'clock. And it's all arranged. This is a sort of a couples event, as it were, your mother and golden child with their partners, which is very unusual because usually one or the other won't mix with the partners. But this is just an example, and you're all set up to go, and all of a sudden somebody's sick. The golden child's sick. It's not going to happen. You set up a date, you're getting all ready, you're just arrived at the date, the phone rings and something. The golden child's got a headache. Mum has to rush back. I've heard stories where women have had major surgery. They've had a golden child partner and the mother's rang up sick and they've left the person at the hospital to be with the mother. I had an instance, I've never mentioned this before, where the son, I went to go to the toilet and I slid the door across and the son was masturbating. And he had a picture of his mother. And only he and I know about that. And we never got on after that. We never got on before that. But we definitely never got on after that, and I never ever mentioned it to the mother. I've seen, you would not believe, the narcissist, as far as I know, and somebody comment, this is the only relationship, the DNA, serial, covert emotional, incestual relationship, where the narcissist gets programmed, leached, and becomes the victim, a throwaway victim, after they've been involved in this bond. It is the most lethal, terrifying, disabling, damaging, demoralizing bond that I have ever encountered. I regard myself as an expert on it because I've seen it so many times and I've been involved in it so many times. And only my consciousness of it, the thousands of hours that I've spent trying to work out, is this me? What's going on here? To finally realize, without even watching a video, that this is not maternal. This is extra maternal, like an extramarital affair. This is extra maternal. This has gone beyond maternal into a whole different breed of psychopathy, if that's the right word. It's definitely psycho, because these people, they'll kill you if they have to save the covert emotional incest relationship. They want you gone, be it the mother against the daughter of the golden child, or the golden child against the partner of the mother. These people kiss on the lips, they hug, they brush against each other, they call each other babe, honey, darling, sweetheart, gorgeous. These are what I've seen it all. You'll be shunned, you'll be despised, you will be told, you will be threatened, you will be set up, you'll be judged, and you'll be persecuted, and you'll be sentenced by the opposing covert emotional incestual partner. It's a plague amongst single mothers. A lot of people aren't identifying it because they don't know it. This is the big problem amongst single mothers. People are going, don't date single mothers, but nobody's saying because of covert emotional incest, because they don't know what it is. You're not going to compete with those children. They've been surrogated. The mothers probably even shield the husband away by use of the children. Some mothers sleep with their sons and not their husbands. Sons will go into the shower and wash their mother's back. The mother will go in and wash the son in the shower. Adult children in the shower. Mum, can you come and wash my back? Just to get the thrill of their mother touching them in the shower. They'll stand outside the door and listen to their mother having sex. They'll accidentally walk in while their mother's having sex. Some will even try and get into bed and will get into bed after their mother's had sex with the smell of it all and everything. And cuddle up to their mother. I know because I've experienced it. They will try and rid you, they will attack you, they will defame you. And if you're aware of it, you've got to let somebody know that you're trying to have a relationship with somebody that's tied up in covert emotional incest, and just let family members know so that you can be safe and not harmed or maimed by these predators. It's covert. You don't see it outside the four walls. These people are librarians, they're ministers, they're counsellors. Some of the worst are Christian people. They go to bed and they're hugging their adult children. They sleep with their children. The children are used to it because they were put between the parents when they were younger. So why change it now? Mum and dad don't get on. I might as well take their spot. And it gives the parent a sense of intimacy and warmth and security. Child ain't going nowhere. Mummy ain't going nowhere. Some of these people will get to 50 and 60 and still live with their mothers. I got men at the gym that are massive bodybuilders that still live with their mothers. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and I'm very careful how I say that. But I would love Sam Vachnin's thoughts on the narcissist coming up against parentification. And don't worry, narcissists are part of, usually, covert emotional incest. These people are narcissists. They've been let down and harmed. I've seen it. They are narcissists. They'll do whatever it takes to rid the partner covertly. When you're not there, they're speaking behind your back. You think this person loves you? Let's be a fly on the wall. These people groom each other by pulling down their partners, sharing their intimate details, complaining and backbiting and tattletaling on their partners. When they've done that enough, they start to look outside the relationship behind your back. Some people do sleep with other people and have sex just to make you be covertly punished. You won't even know unless you got your wits about you. If somebody's coming to you and they're say an addict or an alcoholic and they're improving and they turned up absolutely pissed or absolutely stoned, there's something going on outside the relationship. But they think you're stupid. Covert emotional incest. Right? If narcissists are vampires, covert emotional incest, believe you me when I say it, is Dracula and Frankenstein as one. And you can throw the werewolf in there as well. You have to be aware of it. You have to learn about it, or it'll take you out. You may never recover. You may never even know what happened to you. Reverend Dr. Jason W. Martin. Bye for now.